religiosity, even if it was only as an affront. Not anymore. Now it seems to me you are really immersed in religiosity, as if the material girl had turned into the spiritual girl. Did you imagine that this would happen one day, or expected for it?
Well, I can't see into the future, and I can't say that 10 years ago I knew that I would arrive at the place that I'm at. But when people coined the phrase material girl, that was, I mean, the actual song itself was meant to be ironic, not to be taken in a literal way. And I'm the farthest thing from being a materialistic person, and I've never been a materialistic person, so I was always amused that that was my, amused and irritated that that was my title. And I think I've always been searching for my own spirituality, and I mean, with age and experience and, you know, the places that life has taken me, I think that I have a better idea of what my spirituality is.
Which ray of light fell over you and generated an album? Was it a moment, a fact, a signal, a signal? What was it?
It's all of those things. I mean, what inspired the record, is that what you're asking me?
Yes, but especially
everything.
The ray of light.
But having a child, and just really being able to, I mean, surviving the entertainment business and accomplish...
Is it hard to survive too?
I think it's hard, period, to survive. I think that it's hard to survive and be and to maintain innocence and joy and to always be hungry for things. I mean, it's hard to not become cynical in the world that we live in. And I think we live in a very judgmental society. And it's hard to separate yourself from that and not get caught up in also being a judgmental person, judgmental of yourself, judgmental of other people. So I think Ray of Light was kind of like my way of celebrating having survived everything that I'd gone through and coming out on the other side of it and still feeling hopeful about life.
This is beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a special moment.
Yes, it is.
Whenever you get this ray of light, you transform your music and get closer to the other side of Earth. Is that really so? East stays with the spirit, while West realizes itself in the material.
So what are you asking me?
Well, I'm asking you, when you did this, you became more involved with the East culture than the West.
Eastern philosophy.
Yes, yes, yes. That's what I'm talking about. East is for spirit and West is for material, and that's it?
No, I don't think that the line gets drawn that hard. I mean, I think there are a lot of really incredibly spiritually enlightened people that live in the material world. I mean, I live in the material world. You can be a spiritual person and like to go shopping at Prada. I mean, you just can't get attached to things.
Do you?
Yes, absolutely.
And then, did you finish this?
And then what?
Talking about spirituality and
well,
materialism.
I think that you can choose all different kinds of spiritual life. You can go and live in a monastery in Tibet and you can meditate 24 hours a day. That's one way to be spiritual. You can give up all of the material part of your life and you can do, you know, what Mother Teresa did, you know, and just your whole life is devoted to the service of other people. You can also live in the world, in the modern world, and hopefully, you know, help make the world a better place in your own way. I mean, there's a lot of different ways to be spiritual.
Your body is still very, very pretty, just less muscled.
Oh, thank you.
You've changed it into yoga. Why? Yoga. You are practicing yoga,
yes.
aren't you? Yes. That's why I